Okay, Georgia. Well, we worked together this last spring. Gosh, how many months has it been now?
I closed on like April
Oh yeah,
27th.
so it was the
Yeah,
spring. I just
yeah,
got so busy during the
yeah, yeah.
summer. So I just want to take a few minutes and just ask you to help me um, tell everybody about what your experience was because you actually sold your home and bought at the same time,
Yes.
which we call a contingent sale. And wanted to see how your experience doing that was and how it was working with me.
Well, first of all, the fact that you mentioned I sold and bought at the same time, and the seller of this house wanted a fast escrow. And I wasn't really ready to do that because
Mm-hmm.
I had wanted to, kind of stay my place and have a chance to look around because it was such a tough market.
Yeah.
And so you were wonderful because you negotiated with the buyers of my house for like a long escrow plus a rent buyback. But when we bought this house, that didn't have to happen because I had to
It
close
went
so
really
quickly.
smooth.
And yeah,
Yeah.
and so I was panicked and just freaked out, and you were
Yeah.
so calming and so reassuring that everything was going to work out. And I mean, you told me every step of that was going to happen, and it happened exactly that way. Like my first week was crazy with signing papers and all of that, and then it did calm down, and
Mm-hmm.
everything just went smoothly. I mean, it went exactly the way that you described, and um, from the very beginning, everything that you told me came true. Like when we were looking for places, and I was, freaking out because, everything was selling, like they were making
Beyond
offers.
quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beyond quickly,
Yeah.
and that I would never find anything.
Yeah.
And you had me list my five most important things,
Yep.
and you delivered because I never was really looking in this area in Tierra
Mm-hmm.
Santa so much.
Mm-hmm.
And this house came on the market, and you sent me the listing. And I remember it was crazy because we had the showing on my house on a Friday and a Saturday.
Yep.
We looked at this house on Sunday.
That's
I
right.
walked in and I said, "Oh my God, I love it." And we made an offer. I got offers on my house on Monday.
Yes.
We made an offer on this house on Tuesday,
Yes.
and everything, they accepted my offer
Yeah.
for the sale of my house and the purchase of this house, all in like 48 hours.
It was pretty crazy. And one thing I do want to mention is, a lot of people talk about contingent sales, like we did with having her house for sale and buying another one at the same time, as weakening the offer. But in this situation, I'm not going to say it happens in every situation, but when it's meant to be, it will be. We beat out, I believe it was 14 other offers on this house, and we still had that contingency in place for a short amount of time, but still a contingency in place. And I'm just so happy that it worked out, and because this was the perfect place for you. I saw your, when you walked in, you were just like, "This is it."
Yes.
And it's so funny because this is, I mean, we've looked at maybe a handful of their houses, but this, I mean, it
this
happened
was
pretty
it.
quickly.
Yeah, there was absolutely nothing I had seen up until this house
Mm-hmm.
that I liked, and that was where I was worried. I lived in my house in Ocean Beach for 32 years, so this was a really scary experience for me.
Yes.
And you just kept giving me support and comfort that it'll happen, and you even said, like, if the worst that could happen is that I'd have to maybe put my stuff in storage and rent a place, but you would help me do that.
Oh yeah.
So
No doubt.
I just felt like I had a real partner in
Mm-hmm.
this. And like I said, because it had been 32 years, I was terrified. And when I first met you, just the professionalism, and I could tell that you had the experience in the long haul because this
Mm-hmm.
was a crazy market.
Yes.
But you were self-confident and gave me the comfort that it was all going to work out. And it did. And it did. And
here we are, months later.
I love this place. I absolutely love my new house, and I didn't think that could possibly be after loving a house for 32
Oh yeah,
years.
and you had an incredible house. Let me tell you
Yes.
that. In Ocean Beach, she had a beautiful house in Ocean Beach with an actual extra unit that she was renting out, and that was the other piece of the puzzle there that we worked with, is having tenants in place at the same time. And this was during obviously COVID times, and it was really tough with tenants, but thankfully they were pretty amicable, I mean, for the most part, and we were able to make everything work out. So Thank you, Georgia,
Thank you.
so much for
All
giving me
right,
the time
thanks.
today and talking about your experience. This
Yeah.
really helps me find more clients like you know, because I really enjoyed working with you.
Oh,
mean,
like I said,
amazing
from
to
the
work with.
moment that I met you, I knew that you were the one because you were so professional and so knowledgeable. And so, yeah, it all worked out. I'm really, really happy.
Yay. I'm happy for you.
Thanks. And thanks.
All right.